Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Raoul says XRP enthusiasts are misled by a cult-like mentality. Okay guys, let's get into it. So, before I start this video, I do just want to apologise to my core audience here, my regular viewers, because this is going to turn out to be a bit of a rant, to be honest with you. And I just want to make you aware and, make you understand that when I'm talking about people as a whole here, I'm generalizing. So I'm not specifically talking about my core audience, because you guys obviously watch me and I'm sure you have a very like-minded mentality, which is why you watch me. So it isn't specific to you guys. I really am generalizing here, but I'm going to have to cover my point. Okay. So, yeah, let's get into this. I saw this and I thought, I'm going to cover this because I've seen a couple, influencers talk about this, and I wanted to add my 2 cents because I think my opinion is slightly a bit different to what other people are saying. So, Raoul, he's actually someone who was very, very positive about XRP at one point. So I'm not really sure as to, what's going on now, because he seems a bit more negative. But to be honest with you, that's not really the point that I want to get into here. The main point I want to get into is him saying a cult-like mentality for the XRP enthusiasts. I want to give you my opinion on that. So what do I think about this? XRP enthusiasts misled by a cult-like mentality. Look, I'm not saying this for everyone on the whole, as I said earlier, but I do think there are some people who do have a cult-like mentality when it comes to XRP. Like, I will say that from my experience, to be honest with you. And, look, I'm an XRP community member, I'll be honest with you, but some of you guys need to grow up. That's just the honest truth, because my experience here as, a content creator, like some of the things that I've experienced here it's just childish, to be completely honest with you. So let me get into this. There was a time where I was in a influencers Discord, okay? And I remember like being in there for a while. I had a friend who was also in there, and I was seeing people interact with each other in this Discord, and they would have like, phone calls at times where they'd discuss stuff about XRP, and it was very hype content kind of thing, like the $10,000 stuff. And I even remember at one point they were saying that they'd been speaking to some like some inside banker who they knew, who had said like XRP was needed. There was like a liquidity crisis and it was going to go up to like, 3 digits. And this was in 2023. And no, it was 2022, sorry. And they said it was going to happen by early 2023. Here we are, the price hasn't changed. And, I just remember like seeing how they would interact within the group. And, I spoke to my friend about it, and he's like, he said to me like, what do you think of the group? And I was like, I don't know, man. And he's like, yeah, it's like, it feels very like cultish, right? And I was like, yes, that's exactly what I wanted to say. I just didn't want to seem like I was being harsh in saying it. And, yeah, like the way they would talk, and like I would see them like look at other people's videos who, would do certain types of content, and they would be like really dismissive of anyone who doesn't agree with what they believe. And that's been my experience as a content creator, right? Like I do videos where I give, logical reasons as to why I don't think XRP is going to go to like $10,000, $20,000, etc. And look, I have to be honest with you, like I get it myself as a content creator. Like you can go into my comment section at some of my videos. And, because this is the thing as well, like sometimes I'll do XRP news, and, the news might not always be positive, because me as a content creator, like I'm here to give you the good, bad and the ugly, right? I'm just here to give you the truth. So whether it's good or bad, I'm going to report it about XRP. And some people don't like that, and they get very defensive. And so like I had it like very recently where, I put out some news about the XRP Ledger Foundation, and, to me, the news wasn't really positive. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't positive. And, someone said, you could at least tell the truth, even if you don't like XRP. My regular viewers know I'm an XRP holder, so I do like XRP, obviously. And, I said to the guy, look, like, I'm an XRP holder. Like, look at my actual channel. Look at all my videos. And then I said, what exactly have I said that's a lie here? Silence. Crickets. Right? And this is what I don't like, is because, when these people come out, and for example, if I do like a video saying like, this is why XRP can't get to $10,000, the response that they come back with is always just stuff like, oh, you're an idiot. Oh, you don't know what you hold. How do you not understand this? They never come back with, an actual debate or anything like that, because this is the thing for me. If you want to have a conversation with me about this and have a debate, I'm up for it. I'm completely up for it. You'll always see me in the comment section if I see someone say something about XRP. I'll say, okay, let's have a debate. Let's get into it. And whenever I give my points, they can never come back. I've said this numerous times. If you can show me a valid argument as to why XRP can get to $10,000, I'll believe it. Do you not think I'd want to believe that XRP can get to $10,000? Right? But whenever people come forward with their arguments, I've always been able to counter the argument. I've always been able to say, hey, no, this is why that doesn't really make sense. And then they can never give a rebuttal. Right? That's when it gets to the childish antics and it's like, oh, you're just an idiot. You just don't understand. And it's like, well, no, let's have the debate. Don't just come to throwing insults now. We're not in the playground. Let's actually have a conversation. But they can't do that, right? It's like when I said, for example, about the person who said I was lying. I said, what have I said that's a lie here? All I'm doing is reporting the news. What have I said that's a lie? The guy couldn't respond. No response. Because he knows he can't respond, because I've not said anything that's a lie. It's just because it's not what they want to hear. And this is what I mean. It's a very cult-like mentality in that sense, because if you say anything that doesn't align with their beliefs, it's just a very aggressive stance. There's no kind of, just, hey, okay, let's agree to disagree. That kind of thing. It's very much, anger. It's silly. It really is, and it's immature. And, I have to say this, being in the XRP community, XRP is the only community I know where it's actually fractured within its own community, right? So think about it like this. You've got all these, cryptos out here who, the holders think that their coin is the one coin. So you've got people who think, Bitcoin's the one, Ethereum's the one, XRP's the one, Cardano's the one, etc., right? And that's cool. That's what people want to believe, whatever. I still think there's going to be numerous cryptos that are successful. So I don't even think like that. I don't think it's just going to be one crypto to rule them all. But still. But when you get to the XRP community, even within the XRP community, it's fractured because you've got the people who believe it can go to, the reasonable numbers double digits, triple digits, etc. And then you've got the people who believe it can go to, $10,000, $25,000, those kind of numbers. And it's these two communities are at odds with each other. And to be completely honest with you, really the battle is coming from the people who believe in the $10,000 and $20,000, because the people who I see who believe the more reasonable numbers, they're a lot more intellectually honest, right? They're a lot more reasonable. So for example, like myself, I'll say, look, if you can prove me wrong, then hey, great, come forward, let's have the debate. They'll say these kind of things. But when it comes to the people who believe in $10,000, they just say, oh, don't believe those idiots out there who don't think it can happen. They just don't understand. They don't get it. And that's what I mean. They're the ones who come with the aggression. And it's not even logical aggression, because it's hey, we've got points here as to why we don't think this can happen. But whenever we tell you guys, you refer back to outdated documents, and you refer to things that doesn't even, you connect dots that are not even there. You know what I mean? You're referring to stuff that doesn't even necessarily mean that XRP is going to be adopted. And you're oh yeah, look at this, this place has mentioned XRP, it's going to run the world. And it's no, that's not quite what they're saying there. That's not really what it means, So this is where it does get a bit difficult. So, I have to be honest, yes, I do think there are some of the community, it is they're in a cult. It really is. I'm not saying that for everyone. As I said, there's people who are a lot more reasonable, and, I think myself and, a lot of the people who watch my content, I think you're all very similarly aligned with my mentality as you watch me. But yeah, you do get it from time to time, these people who are just it's just they're brainwashed and you can't tell them anything. Right? It's that zero doubt. That's another buzzword that you hear in the XRP community, zero doubt. And it's nothing in life is guaranteed. So even just saying something like zero doubt is just wild. Do you know what I mean? If we're just being intellectually honest, you can't guarantee anything in life. So saying zero doubt is just, even that's just, it's crazy. But yeah, I do have to say, I think it's a shame, because it just fractures the community even within. And that's what I'm saying. Even within the XRP community, we're a big community, but even within our community, there's two communities. So to me, that's not good, and it's a shame. Because for me, I've got no issue if you guys want to believe higher numbers. It's fine. Like, you can still watch my content, like not all of it, because, you know, some of it's debunking that kind of stuff, but you can still watch it for general news. You know, like, I'm not always debunking theories. I'm sometimes just covering stuff that's going on. So I've got no issue with people who want to believe what they want to believe. I'm just giving you my opinions and the reasons as to why logically I don't think it can happen. And to me, that's like, even if you don't agree with that, that's fine. Like, we haven't got to get into the big, you know, fallout over it. It's just like, okay, you know, look, you're an XRP holder, I'm an XRP holder. We both believe XRP is going to make us money. So that's the thing we have in common. We just believe in different numbers of what we're going to make from XRP. Why can't we just be happy with that? Like, what is it got to be? You know, if you don't believe this, you're stupid and whatever, you know, like it to me, that's where I think it just goes off the rails, and it's just so unnecessary, you know, like I really don't like it because, you know, as an adult, I think it's very childish, you know, like to me, this is very like playground stuff. So, you know, look, if people want to believe that stuff, go ahead and believe it. I'm not here to like stop you from believing it. I'll give you more reasons as to why I don't think you should, but it's your choice. Like, I've got no issue if you want to continue to believe those numbers, but don't be brainwashed, you know, like this is what I say, like just be open to stuff. Be open to data, be open to, you know, logic, be open to different things that could maybe change your opinion. Because that's when I think you make mistakes, when you're just like blinded and you've just got this one-track mindset. And that's what my whole concern is for people like this, is like they won't even accept the information that's being put forward. They just ignore it because they don't want to believe the truth. You know, they don't want to believe an alternative to what they could believe. So that's where I think the cult-like mentality does come from. So yeah, I'll be honest with you, with Raoul, like, I'm not necessarily going to disagree with him. I'm not saying that the whole community is like that, but Raoul's probably experienced those kind of people. And he's like, yeah, like, it's cult-like. And yeah, I can't disagree with that. In that aspect, I can't disagree with that. So yeah, I'll leave it there. But, you know, I do hope that is something that can, like, change over time. I really don't think it will, because, you know, this is something that's been going on for a long time now in terms of what people believe. But for me, it's like, okay, even if we're going to have differences of beliefs, can we all just be adults about it, please? Can we all just like agree to disagree rather than having these, you know, like people just throwing these like childish insults just because, you know, our beliefs don't align with each other? Because to me, I just think it's very unnecessary and it gets us nowhere. All right, I'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Take care.